activities, there are 4 activities, which are selecting and creating system users, site preparation and installing new computer equipment, file conversion and system conversion. Okay, for the first activities, which is selecting and creating system users, the most important aspects to consider is who to train and how to train. There are 2 approach to train the users, which is by classroom training or by computer-based training. For the first approach, which is the classroom training, it is as same as our daily lecture class, which is one instructor training many users. It is a more close relationship, which is communication can be a two-way communication, and Suki can ask the instructor if he don't understand any of the training, whereby the computer-based approach is by developing a system that the user can try and learn through the system or over the internet. It is inexpensive, as for the system can be repeated if the user doesn't understand about how to use the system, and that user can repeat it without having to pay extra fees as compared to hiring an instructor. Any overtime must be paid extra overtime, extra fee. Okay, the second is site preparation and installing new computer equipment. It is about installing new system might be incompatible with the current system, current company hardware and software. Therefore, the second activities, which is site preparation, as I said earlier, is sometimes there might be an incompatibility between hardware and software of current company equipment. Therefore, the company needs to consider whether to do major event or just simply a simple event. Okay, example for major event is that the company has no local area network, nothing. Therefore, they need to do extra to put the facilities such as air conditioning, the wiring, electrical wiring, and the lighting. As compared to if the company has already previous system, therefore what the company needs to do is only to unplug the current hardware and install the new one. The third activity is file conversion. File conversion. The third is file conversion. File conversion is about converting the current file into the new one, the new system. What they need to consider is that whether the current system has the exporting capabilities. If the current system doesn't have the exporting capabilities, then the programmer needs to program code so that the company can export the data in the database from the current system into the new one. But if the current system is a manual system, then the company needs to key in. It might be a major activities because they need to key in first the data, and during the key in, usually there will be user error. So therefore, the company needs to check whether the key in is correct or not. The fourth activity is system conversion. System conversion is also called as cutover. There are 3 methods in cutover, which is direct cutover and faceless cutover. In order to choose the cutover, we need to consider about the risk and the urgency of using the system. Okay. It might be quite stressful and confusing for the users during the system conversion, because user has to do both, which is to do regular job and coping with the new system at the same time. Therefore, choosing the best method is very important. Direct cutover is less cost, because they will use the system as soon as it is purchased, but it is highly risk, whereby the second cutover is parallel. The company uses both current system and the new system at the same time. Okay. Question 4. Problems with file conversion. Compatibility is that doesn't only focus between the current and the new system. It also focus about whether the coding is same, the Unicode which is used, the font, the format which is used. So these are the factors that need to be taken into consideration in order to make sure that current and new software is compatible. The second is corruption. If the system is not if the file is not converting well, in a good way, then the system might corrupt and lose current data. Still storage. Company needs to consider whether by converting current and new software might incur more storage file, and data is accessed is that when the storage file has increased, user needs to read over all the information which is irrelevant to them in order for them to retrieve what they need. So company needs to consider how to control the data access. And all these four, if they aren't taken into consideration, might bring into system failure. Thank you. I will continue to Syukur, fourth presenter.